Keep it fresh.
Oh, it doesn't matter to me either way.
It doesn't.
I don't care. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be around anymore. Yeah.
What? Oh, the rustling.
Keep the rustling down. All these cattle rustlers.
Keep Kurt rustling down.
Kurt Russell got to keep him down.
Keep him Kurt
Can't let
rustling down.
Kurt Russell fly too high.
The minute that he gets,
he's like Icarus. If he flies too close to the sun, you're gonna get another Escape from New York too.
yeah, exactly
God
right.
help you if you got to wrestle Kurt Russell.
If you wrestle Kurt Russell, you're dead. You're
It's-
doomed.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to wrestle
it's
him.
over. I mean,
At this point, he's kind of got advantage of
Probably
it.
got old
All
man
that-
strength.
Yep, he's got the old man strength and the saggy
and if
skin. so you can't
Anchorman
get a
2
grip on
taught
him.
us anything, is that old men turn into werewolves,
Yeah.
right? You saw it
Which I'm trying to recall which part it was.
at the very
Or
end.
ghosts. Ulysses S.
Or,
Grant was
that's
in there,
right.
too.
That's exactly right. The news team fight at the end of Anchorman 2 and Harrison Ford.
That's right.
Turned into a
Oh my
werewolf.
god, that's right. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I forgot
Gotta
just how
rewatch
much insane
that.
that was.
I just finished rewatching it. That's the only reason
Yeah.
I'm referencing it because
Me
it's
and Matt,
fresh.
the first time I watched it, and one of the only times I watched it, honestly,
Mhm.
shamefully,
Mhm.
was when you and I watched both versions of it. Back to
Yeah,
back.
that's right.
And when I was drunk by the time the second version was like
Yeah, we
in
were
the beginning,
pretty far into
I was
it.
like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
oh wow.
What's
was
this,
great.
a clown
Oh,
pewter?
fuck it. Oh, fuck, what the fuck? Hope I don't.
Probably got
jack
no
off.
games.
That still is probably my favorite skit in all of it.
It's
I fucking love
Hope I
it.
don't
Pretty-
jack
pretty good.
off.
Hope
pretty
I
good.
don't jack off. What the? I thought this guy was bald. What the fuck? Oh,
What is this, Reggie?
it's like some viral video.
So I don't know. So all right, let's start this show before we burn more potential material.
It's all it's all garbage.
It's all burning on
Oh,
fire anyway.
It's all burnt up.
It sucks. Dump it.
Dump it.
Dump it.
Oh
Sucks.
wait. Before we do this, I have to do the thing so that it doesn't.
Make sure it doesn't speed up too,
We
too
don't need the
fast.
demons. We don't want the demons getting involved.
Oh, the demons are possessing.
Exercise me
Exercise me now.
to the sweating to the 80s.
Help, Richard Simmons.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then... Wait! What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay then.
Hail to the king, baby.
Ah, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt.
And grubbing Chris.
Grabbing grubs and
Grub-
under the tub,
Old
Chris.
grubby hands, Chris.
Old tubby hands, Chris. That's right. Coated in porcelain, slipping all over the place.
He's like Charles. He's like Bronson. And I ever seen that movie Bronson with
Charles
Tom Hardy?
Bronson.
Yeah,
He fucking slicks himself up with like Crisco or lard or
Yeah,
something. And he's like, "Go in here." He gets completely butt ass naked.
That's Roman wrestling, baby. That's Roman
guards.
That's right. Yeah, bring it on.
Man, I imagine that's what Tom Hardy does in his spare time. He looks
Probably.
like it.
That is
He's
his.
probably got a
Stays in
naked
shape.
fight room in his mansion.
He does.
Several.
Dude.
There's shoots that
What do
connect
you
them.
do with all those rooms when you have that much money? Right? You don't just buy
Naked
some.
fight room.
No,
Yeah,
you have to.
You don't just buy a 3-bedroom colonial.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
got fucking $40 million. You're gonna build a naked wrestling room with
That's-
a bunch of Crisco
yeah,
all over the walls.
Exactly.
It's like those little pool
Then
cues
he
you
got to
got
hire,
hanging around.
Got to
You
hire
just-
staff of lubed men to wrestle.
Exactly. It's just completely coated in Teflon.
why I keep-
Just covered in grease.
That's why you keep got to do movies after that. You know, you got to.
You have to keep it
pay
up.
the clientele.
They
Gotta
they
keep the monkey off my back.
they have to do it by like they go into the hallway and they push the person into the room and they just go sort of straight and kind of like a skateboard in a half pipe by itself.
Slipping, slopping,
And then they
sliding.
pull them back out with a rope and they
Yeah.
throw them up the other side.
Actually, speaking of greasy meat, I've,
Yeah. All right. All
Oh
right.
boy.
I've been learning how to charcoal grill lately.
What do you mean learning how you set it on fire and you wait?
But getting it to the right temperature.
Oh, I
tricky.
see.
That's
You're talking
that's
about
the key.
science.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Attention.
Attention, all that stuff.
I've been taking some food adventures in the last couple weeks. Although I mean, they're adventures for me, probably not for most.
Okay,
Most of it's been the charcoal grill.
that's it. It's a different flavor.
He's
Yeah,
grilling
what I'm-
eggs on it.
What
He's
I'm trying
grilling-
to,
Why do you just keep slipping through the grates?
I tell you, they were very dirty by the time I had them.
They taste
Black.
Like, they taste just like the bricks.
Very crunchy, very crunchy
Your teeth
on the
would be
grill.
like bright white though. If you ate them.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yep.
but no, I did. What the fuck did I make? I made some ribeyes that actually turned out pretty good.
Oh, very good.
I was surprised by that.
Mm-hmm.
But I like put them on too soon and almost didn't cook them enough.
Oh,
You know, which is okay with beef.
yeah,
but-
right. You don't
but,
have to worry
you know,
about it as much as
Still, you want to
other
sear the
meats.
outside so you get
Yeah.
that juice in the middle.
That's right. You need the
Don't wanna
juice.
Get dried
Yeah,
out. That's
it
the main
turned
thing
out
about
okay,
grilling.
Yeah, what I learned is that if you cut open the steak and you put a whole bunch of butter inside of it
Oh,
and then stitch it up,
See, Alexis like just took a stick of butter and rubbed it all over the outside of her ribeye.
I guess that's the way to
That's
do
okay.
it. Sometimes you put it in the
when you
pan
get it
first.
inside, honestly, when I was shown how to do a turkey for Thanksgiving, I did this one year, and like I was taught that you have to rub all this, and I'm sure if you've ever done this before, listeners, you'll know.
Yeah.
You take a big fucking stick of butter.
Cooking hole.
And you the cooking show. Welcome, Julia Child, cooking show.
The cook start.
The cook start with Matt Julia Child, Stephen and Chris. Here's how you butter the skin underneath the potato skin.
I'm still featured.
You're featured
Childs.
underneath of Julia Childs. And Julia Childs is featured on our show. It's
I
our show.
suppose this time I'm holding the cup.
Where are my two girls? So no, when you get some butter and you got to slip your fingers all through underneath the skin.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? And it's the most disgusting, like invasive procedure I've ever done on food.
Well, that's because you're not a plastic surgeon.
And I'm not Jason Biggs either. I never fucked
either
a
one.
pastry.
Either one of them.
It's another
What?
thing.
Wait a minute, are you like Hannibal Lecter, the plastic surgeon?
Yeah, sure.
I like
He
my
could have been a
meals to
cook,
look
you know?
good.
Yeah.
Hannibal Schefter.
Hannibal
Yes.
Schefter.
And of course, he would have had to have had a pun.
Yeah.
Well, he's got
you
that.
had to.
He's got like the Emerald has the bam. He's got the. He's
Yeah.
got his catchphrase.
That's his catchphrase is a sharp inhale. Yep.
Clarice.
Yep. That's it. Yeah, that's his way of saying that he's happy. Clarice.
Clarice.
Means he likes it.
I like to also with the turkey, you have to put it in a hole and have it rub lotion all over its skin, just like buffalo.
How else are you going to get all of that stuff
hose
in
again.
there? Yeah, well, that too. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta let the muscles start to deteriorate so it's tender. You
Get
know?
atrophied.
That's how
what
the
they do with
skin
veal.
gets looser, so you can get. That's right. That's exactly right.
Just put a little poor little innocent baby thing in a cage and never let it grow up.
That's right. Just it's like Peter Pan.
Surprised there hasn't
Peter
been,
Pan is
Peter
a
Pan
delicious
food.
meal.
Yeah, Peter Pan of food.
Surprised there hasn't been some kind of like
like peanut
cannibal
butter.
cooking
Yeah,
show.
that's right.
You know?
A cannibal cooking show.
Yeah, why
I
not?
recently read that
Well.
Army Hammer. You guys familiar with this actor?
Yes.
Army
Yes.
Hammer, not Arm and Hammer. To not
Right.
be confused.
Yes, not the
Army
baking
Hammer
soda.
had recently had been exposed by he had his
Out with it, boy.
I'm trying to think of the right way to express this. He has like cannibalistic fantasies that have been now exposed.
Okay.
And that he's told women about and women that he's dated, and he was like on this weird tirade. I read this entire long article about this.
Oh boy. Okay.
about his whole family history, how his like great grandfather worked with Hitler and shit. And then
Okay.
he ended up becoming some successful major businessman here in America later on.
All right.
And then they have this really sordid, weird history of
This
his
is
family.
getting.
Well, I mean, that part
strange.
isn't that weird. That happened to a lot of people.
There's a lot of celebrities within that. Yeah, that's true. And yes,
a lot of German war criminals.
Well, yeah.
war criminals hiding here in America.
As massive businessmen.
Yes, right. Yes. Surprise, surprise.
All that Nazi money they're using, that Nazi gold.
They can't see us all the way up here.
Basically, yeah. So, anyways, he had these like cannibalistic idealizations of, eating parts of women. And this is
Interesting.
something
But
that
did
just
he do
recently
it?
got
Or
revealed.
Right,
just like
this
to
is-
think about it.
Well,
This is the important part.
Somebody had one of his previous girlfriends said that he used to like to lick her blood off of her when she would get a cut.
Oh.
And then he would also tell her how he'd want to like slice a little piece of her off and eat it and cook it and really Hannibal
All right,
Lecter shit.
Now we're getting to kind of edgy territory.
Partially, that's partially problematic, I suppose.
It's very strange. People like close to him were trying to defend him and say that's just
ever-
a sense of humor.
Did you ever wake up and he was just sucking on her shoulder?
Do you
like
mean
like
do
a
you mean
pet snake?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
He's like trying to stretch himself out on the bed
Yeah.
to size himself up to eat her. He'll unhinge his jaw and swallow her
Yeah.
whole.
Exactly. Yeah, no. He's just joking. That's just his taste,
Yeah.
with everything. So,
Have you guys ever heard of a dried fish bouquet?
Chris,
It sounds like something you would get in a weird meat market that they're
sounds-
trying to get rid of like their day old fish.
yeah, exactly.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's like a couple different versions that I've seen of it, and I found out about this because of a podcast about an idiot in North Korea trying to drop off a Bible.
Okay.
But anyway,
God bless.
so
Idiot on all accounts.
God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but actually, it was very. I'll get. Never mind.
Yeah,
So
don't talk about that
yeah,
part.
yeah. But apparently, it's salted fish, and it's either like just fish, like wrapped in paper, like a flower bouquet,
Okay.
or it's like fish and like assorted nuts and other like pastas and stuff like that. It's just really fucking weird.
It's an odd choice.
It's all on the like the savory scale of,
Right.
of taste and
Well,
flavor.
yeah, I guess
But
pasta can
and
be.
when I was looking stuff up about it, I realized like they like market them in America as well as like snacks for men and stuff like that.
there you go.
Like, grab a beer in your fish bouquet.
It's wrapped in newspaper,
They,
so
like-
you know it's
They
manly.
still have the heads and shit on them. Like it's
You just bite that
dry
part off.
fish.
It's like the end of a cigar, Chris. You
Yeah,
just
you
bite it
suck
off and
the
spit
eyes
it
out of
out.
the socket.
Yeah, exactly right. It's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
I would not be the first person to try it, but I wouldn't be opposed to
I would
taking a sampling of it.
I wouldn't need to try it.
If you're a listener of the show and you want to send the Kickstarter
Yeah,
of dried
don't-
fish bouquet,
don't send it to me. Send it to Chris.
send it to our
Send it.
PO box.
That's right.
PO box.
P.O. Box, the
219
Kickstart with mattandmatt.com.
Do we have our own dedicated website or no?
No, we don't have a
We are
website.
only on Buzz.
Unless you want to pay for that too.
We're still paying
I'll
off
pay
the
for it. That's all I
Instagram and the
can do.
Facebook page.
That's right. Where you need to all help us. Help us.
Yeah, help us. Oh,
Why
yeah.
can't you
Speaking of
help
which,
us?
we got to keep up with our promises here. We want to say thank you to our latest Patreon supporter, who may or may
Who
not.
we don't even know.
We have no idea who it
could this guy
is.
be?
We tried to
I-
look him up, but he used an alias. But he subscribed, and we want to thank him. This is
Mystery patron.
mystery patron.
You know who you are.
You know what you've done.
You know what you've done.
You know what you've
You
done.
wasted
Put
money.
your name as anonymous on the wall.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Tell the kid. His wife's sick. She's gonna get better. She's gonna get better. And I'm rich. I don't live in a hotel.
My friend doesn't live in a hotel.
We got a good wife. You got a wife who's perfect for him.
But she's beautiful, but she's dying.
She's beautiful. She's dying. Yep, that's it. So thank you, Bob Odenkirk, for subscribing
Bob Odenkirk.
to
we're-
our Patreon.
in your very busy schedule. Speaking of which, he just returned back to his Better Call Saul job.
Did he?
Yes, he did. I saw this earlier this week.
Man, that's
Back.
it's good. It's good to have Bob back on the job.
Thank you, Bob.
Yep, there
Thanks
we
for-
go.
Thank you, the Reaper, for not taking him
That's
from
right.
us too early.
Don't you
Fucking
get-
taking everybody from
That's
us.
Exactly right.
Speaking of which,
Norm Macdonald.
Norm
Norm McDonald.
Norm
died
McDonald.
today.
It's a damn
Today.
shame.
It's
As of recording.
It's a shame. He was a character.
You could not. There was not a man who could tell a longer joke with a smaller punchline and make it 10 million times funnier.
It was perfect.
You know, just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know.
Yeah, he goes on and gets hung up on insignificant details.
I feel like he
Kind of
really,
like me, except for way funnier.
That's right. Yes, his has
He's-
comedic timing. Yes,
as much as I maybe have not recognized him personally as much as an influence, I do feel his brand of comedy has a very strong influence on like what we
Yeah.
find funny.
yeah, for sure. Absolutely, because it's sort of that awkward humor.
Roundabout.
And, yeah, round and
long
round it goes. Yeah,
tangents.
yep, yeah, absolutely.
Wildly inappropriate.
Yeah, Yeah, a little,
Sometimes.
and that can be all part of it too. I think it really was. It was his whole shtick was sort of summarized by being a younger guy who was doing like the old person thing.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
the thing that you're like
Outdated.
Yeah,
Like-
right. Like
Kind of like what you do.
like settle down, Grandpa. Yeah, exactly what I do. Yeah, it's exactly what I do. Yes, but
Norm.
yeah, Norm, he
Man.
That's that secret cancer.
Yeah, that's fucking just like what Chadwick Boseman had that same
and
thing.
Neil
I don't
Peart.
want to get diagnosed with secret cancer. Neil Peart had that shit
Yeah.
too.
He had secret cancer too.
Secret cancer.
Man,
it's the silent killer.
It is. It sneaks
Except
up.
on everybody except for you.
That's exactly right.
You're the only one
exactly.
who knows, and you're not allowed to tell anybody.
If you tell anybody, you'll die.
That's right.
As soon as you say it, you're dead.
We don't make the rules. We just tell you about them.
That'll be $40,000.
$40,000. What do you mean there was no menu in the lobby? You were supposed to know how much this was going to cost.
I wish there was a fucking menu
There's
when you go to a doctor's
petitions.
office.
There's petitions right now for hospitals to have like basically like a book of their prices that's available to the public.
Like Kelly Blue Book.
Exactly right.
That's online. You can get that anywhere.
I
and
need to
that's
get
card.
this appendix out. I gotta see,
Same
shop
prices.
around, see where the best hospital to go is.
Running your finger down.
Yeah, like, let's see
Right.
here. All right,
Yeah.
appendix.
Is there any
I see appendix attack, but I
Yeah.
do I look in the appendix for
I
the
need
appendix
a-
removal,
yeah,
or do I
yeah.
have to
Is there like a separate appendix for the appendectomy?
can I get an appendectomy without mayo?
Yeah, yeah. Well done,
Well
done, please.
done.
I don't want any shoddy jobs again.
no, not again. Last time I woke up with staples and a pen sticking out of my wound.
And I'll tell you what, those staples were just very thin.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah,
That's what I say.
this is it. I didn't even know what I was
Office
paying for.
Yeah.
That was the problem. So it'll be nice. It would be nice if that were to happen.
But I
But
wonder if that'll deter people from getting treated if they know they can't afford it.
yeah, that's
You know what I
possible
mean?
The
too.
thing is, so many people already defer treatment because they don't know they can't afford most of the hospital bills, which is
Yeah.
fucking sad.
Yeah.
Honestly, and yeah, look, we got
Look at me.
one right here.
I'm right here.
Look at him. He's crumbling away. He's
There
like
we
a
go.
fucking zombie.
That's right.
It's like-
That's right. I'm-
His jaw's about
See,
to fall off.
Unlike me, you've made the wise decision of not going to the doctor because then you don't find out.
and then
you're
it's
dying.
all mental. Then no, I don't believe anybody.
Then you're only as
EMTs.
good as you feel.
That's
Schro-
exactly
Schrodinger's
right.
health.
Yep.
This is
Schrodinger's
Schrodinger's-
health. Everything's fine
Chris's
until I
mantra.
learn it's not exactly right. That's exactly it. Yep. That's
Oh, man.
that's how the game
I'll
goes.
never forget the day I went to the doctor and found out everything was going wrong.
Everything
That
was
day,
wrong.
all of
That
a
was
sudden.
that was the worst day of my life. Why would anybody ever come here? All you do is give me bad news.
No
God, this
wonder
is
you're so
I'm
unpopular.
a masochist. Come on, everybody! Boo! Everybody, come on!
I didn't come here to change. I came here because my girlfriend made me.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
here just to make sure she's not angry with me.
Yeah.
I didn't
Doc-
even want to be here.
Like, just slap a band-aid on me and call it good.
For that price, you should be giving me good news.
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
What the fuck is the matter with
Yeah,
you?
Yeah,
what
how
paying
much
me
does the
for?
good news cost? Yeah, I don't see that on the list either.
Everybody
Went through
acts
it
like
twice.
it's
Yeah.
like you have like go get a better job with better healthcare then.
Yeah,
Yeah, easy for you to say.
exactly
So
right.
it's fucking what jobs have good healthcare? I'm lucky that I have good healthcare in my job,
Yeah.
but I work for the fucking government,
Yeah.
dude. It's like
Yeah,
not
I mean,
everybody
I-
can get that
You
job.
made out
You know
all
what's
right.
fucked up is I have better healthcare working for a video game company than I did at any of the places I welded.
Of course, yeah.
It's fucking
except for like
insane.
a union shop. That was like the only
Well, yeah,
place
yeah. When you pay your dues,
And,
Yeah.
and that's a job where you really
Actually
need
needed
healthcare.
Yeah.
You're breathing
More likely.
carcinogens all day.
Yeah,
getting
that's it.
burning.
Yes.
getting shit crushed.
blue flames constantly
Getting
being.
cut in
like-
half
Yeah.
by a little tiny
Remember
pinhole
the-
strings of
like
fucking
the-
pressure.
The place I did the place I built bridge girders. Like I think they had like a $10,000 life insurance policy there.
On you?
Yeah, that was like the base plan.
He had
Oh.
a target on his back the whole time.
They're
I
like-
need 10 grand.
I
need
mean,
it.
I understand. This.
There was a guy there that had like a bunch of fingers missing on each hand.
Yeah.
And like there was some running joke in the shop that anytime he wanted to make a large purchase, he just cut a finger off.
Jesus Christ.
I really like that boat.
Honey, we're getting a boat.
2 thumbs up.
1.5.
I have to clarify everything now. Yep. Just putting it out there. I really enjoyed the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we got to do what we got to do to get what we need. and we got to be careful when we loan those out to people. That's because that's how bad things happen. We end up having to lose another finger. But speaking of the hoverboard, as Matt reaches to open another beer.
Flying into the future of me being drunk later.
That's right. There you go. That's right. We're going back to it.
Yeah, time travel if you have enough of those.
Man, it's going to be.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I've never traveled so far in the future as when I
Yeah.
drank a lot
End
of
up in
lot of
the
beers.
Never get back. Yeah, never get it back. But yes, so Christina Ricci unfortunately has had to pull out of MonsterCon. She is going to be unable to make it. Doug Bradley also announced today that he's not going to be coming. He's canceling the rest of his appearances for the year due to his age and his just concern for.
He's been living in a hellscape for so
exactly
long.
right.
He's
Talk
frail.
about carcinogens. He's been living inside of a
Skin's all
giant
pulled
labyrinth.
apart and everything.
His insides are exposed. There's no. I mean, he's got to have like a hairspray or something like that to keep it moist.
Yeah, he's got to have a
I imagine
spray
just
person.
the shrinking and expanding, jumping in and out of the cube has got to be exhausting.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. The
Tough on your
resources that uses, I
Yeah.
can't even imagine. I can't even
He
imagine.
can only come through bloody mattresses and
Yeah,
big head-filled towers or whatever the fuck.
Sounds like
shit
that Army
is.
Hammer guy
That's-
only comes on bloody matches.
exactly right. Yeah, there's all kinds of
Once he's done
problems.
eating them,
Yeah.
I can't let any of this good blood go.
That's right. It's basically like a bed full of cotton candy
It's
for
a
me.
it's a bed buffet.
The bed, yes, that's it. The bed buffet, bath and breakfast. But Christopher Lloyd is coming to take her place.
Christopher
Nice.
Lloyd, how much better of a
cannot
replacement can you
believe-
get?
That Christopher Lloyd is going to be there.
You know that's all he's going to be saying all weekend too. He's just
all
gonna
weekend.
constantly fucking.
Just-
all right, great Scott.
Great
Yeah, move
Scott,
on.
move next. Great Scott, next.
I just saw for those of you Rick and Morty fans, I just saw some Adult Swim promos where he was playing Rick.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Have you-
Yep.
Did you see that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I was like, holy shit!
it was
I know
amazing.
He'd had expressed some interest in being a part of it somehow in some interview.
I mean,
I
he
saw
was the
with him.
inspiration for it.
Yeah,
right, and
right.
he
It's
has the
only fair.
inspiration. I
Only
just
fair.
love that he's in on it.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
that he's totally fine with it and he's completely, accepting of it.
It's the beauty. It's like what happened with Keith David, but
It
a
is,
lot
exactly.
slower because we're better than them.
Right.
So
We're
that's really what it is.
We're way more persuasive and influential.
we were able to create a
The world's
concept.
greatest
and-
commercial,
and
greatest fucking cartoon ever created.
Nah. It took them forever to do that. We did it in 2 days. We came up with a joke, and the next day we executed it. And now we get to use it for all of time.
That's
Here
what
I am.
We should hire out our services to be, minglers.
We
or
could
whatever.
do that. We could
Be
serve people with
influ-
warrants. I mean,
like,
we could-
serve people, yeah, we could do
all kinds of stuff.
We could serve people. Oh man, that's what I should do.
That's right. Then
That's my
you
next
could chase
job.
people down.
Chase them down. You've been served.
My dad did that for a while.
Did he really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, he used to have to like sneak in places and do all kinds of stuff.
It's like a court ninja.
yeah.
Oh my god, I got to ask him about that next time. I see
Yeah,
him.
yeah, he's got some stories for sure. Yeah,
Your dad is a fucking character.
he's done a thing or two. I don't know where I get it
We've
from.
done some stuff.
That's right. He's done some
things.
stuff.
We don't talk some. We talk about
some
some.
things we don't talk about. Some things were for protection of the guilty parties and the innocent parties and everybody else.
Some are
The
waiting for
names
the
have been
statute of
changed.
That's right.
limitation.
Names have been changed.
For this story, Matt, my name is Bob. Now, just keep that in your mind while I tell you all the graphic details
Yeah.
of what I did.
Now, Bob was.
Now, Bob.
I mean, Bob.
What were we gonna say, Chris? It's your turn now.
Get with the program.
I wasn't ready.
I took a drink. You're supposed to jump in.
I had eggplant for the first time today.
No, wrong story.
Charcoal eggplant. It
Boom.
was grilled and delicious.
I almost met Christopher Lloyd once.
That's.
I told you about that the other day.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was out in New Mexico doing my studio recording stuff, he was supposed to come to the studio. I was learning that to do some voiceover work. And then because of a series of whatever scenarios or something happened and he wasn't able to make it and had to reschedule and ended up recording like Florida or something like that
Damn, dude,
instead
that's
of New
crazy.
Mexico.
So close.
Close call with Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
Christopher Lloyd, close calls.
Back to the future.
We're going back in time to make that happen.
That's right. We're gonna have it happen,
We're
Christopher
gonna
Lloyd.
meddle in his schedule from what? What year was that? Do you remember around what year?
2011.
All right, we'll go to that year. That's fine.
Back to the Future.
A decade in the past.
I can't believe that's been a whole fucking decade.
Yeah, man.
That's like my 2011 is like my marker for like what the past, I don't know, what feels like just the last couple
Yeah,
of years.
9/11
for
just
me.
turned 20 a couple days ago.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's hard to
9/11
believe.
can almost drink next year.
That's right.
Yeah.
Man, what a thing. What a thing that is. You'd never think that we'd live to see it, but here we are on the precipice of death. On the precipice of everything burning to the ground.
That was just portended our future.
That's right. That's right. It's we're basically living in the final installment of the Final Destination
You
series.
just needed one swift kick to get the fucking ball of shit rolling downhill, you know?
Right.
Chris, and if there's
We need the
somebody
we need the gamma
who can do
variant of COVID to make our eyes bleed.
we just want to
and have
get
our
through all the Greek
stomachs
letters.
explode.
And yes, exactly right.
Get
And
to-
then we'll be ready for firework COVID. It'll just
I'm looking forward to the year that we get a hurricane for every letter of the alphabet all in one
man,
year.
yeah. Well, I'd like one in the same 2 months. That would be the best. That would be nice
Just
for me.
one massive cascade of natural disasters.
It really is. We've had like 4 hurricanes
I feel like
come
that
through in the
20
past
2012
month.
thing.
Yeah,
That 2012,
yeah, exactly right. Next
yeah.
thing you know, there's going to be monks standing on top of mountaintops and all
John
kinds
Cusack's
of things.
gonna be
John
driving his limo,
Cusack's driving that
trying
limo,
to get to the
Oh, I
life
thought you were
arcs.
talking about Tony Shalhoub.
jumping
And
cracks.
Tony Shalhoub too.
And Tony will
Well,
be
he's
there.
gonna be up there just washing his hands on the top of the mountain. It's the jungle out there. Fucking Randy Newman singing. That
Yeah,
right
He's
next
got a
to him.
little lap to the left
Yeah,
keyboard
yeah,
next to
little
him.
Casio.
Yeah, the tink-a-link-a-tink-a-tink-a-tink.
For those of you
As
who
well.
don't know what we're talking about,
You're
do
completely
you ever?
lost. No,
Do you
exactly right. If you,
That's my question.
if you're lost right now,
Chime in if you know what we're talking about.
that's
here.
right. There you go.
I am watching on the feed here. Oh, we got Nikki, we got Zach, we got Juan, and we got Allison on.
Oh, very
Thank
good.
you guys for being
Thank you,
on.
thank you, loyal
Hello.
viewers,
Loyal
and
viewers.
all you loyal listeners who are now.
And
catching
congrats
this in
to
the Pope
Zach.
Show. Congrats to Zach.
Zach is now in fucking remission officially.
Congratulations.
That's on. That's like
There
the
you go.
opposite spectrum of.
That's right.
of,
Congratulations.
not the Zach that's been on our show. This is another Zach friend of ours.
Right.
But yes, Zach had a very rare brain cancer.
Yes.
And then luckily he had a surgery and then he ended up beating it.
Yep.
And he's now after 5 years, because this is his 5-year mark. And my dad went through this too. Like,
Right.
He's in officially remission.
Right.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's wild stuff, man. God, that's
Some get the long straw, some get the short
that's
ones.
right. Sometimes you
No one
make
got
it.
the shorty.
I was
That's
going to say, it's lucky it wasn't that secret cancer.
That's right. If he had the
Yeah,
secret
that-
cancer,
that we're
that was
real-
his. That's why he
man.
survived. He told everyone about it right away.
That's
he
it.
was like, "Guys, full
This
disclosure,
thing is not getting me.
I'm not going to let it metastasize into
That's-
secret cancer."
That's right.
Okay?
That's
'Cause at that point, you're done.
that's it. You minus. There's nothing beyond that. You can't do it.
Stage 12 secret cancer.
Oh man, and
Stage 12 is
And that's-
14 stages
and that's
of it.
the
You're close.
well, yeah, that's exactly right. It's an even
it's
dozen.
like
yeah.
eventually it gets like harder and harder, like DDR levels.
Right, exactly. Yeah, all the lines you almost have to grow
you
other
gotta-
limbs.
In your brain, you got to beat the cancer with DDR.
Yeah, right. That's the process. I mean, it's experimental, but
what doctors
the
prescribe.
trials are looking
Yeah.
bright, and that's the important thing. It's
I'm no
all. It's
medical
all.
professional, but that's what I've heard.
Well, then that's.
You're a medical professional enough, Chris, in this day and age. If
I
you've
guess
heard
so.
it, it's true.
If
Yeah.
you've read a wiki article,
I technically have access to WebMD, so
well, Chris, excuse me, doctor featuring Chris. So,
Dr. Chris PI. Doctor featuring Chris, private investigator. I'm available for birthday parties as well as tracking down cheating spouses, and I can also do your taxes. Accountant, CPA. Doctor featuring Chris, PI, CPA. These are all of his dimensions.
PhD.
LLC.
LLC. He's his own business as well. These are the different versions of
His
Chris.
whole none of his titles are legitimate. That's his business name.
He just registered it all under an LLC. He can be whatever you want.
It's not even his real. It's not even like actual qualifications.
There's no degrees
No,
behind
no,
it.
no. They're all
no
those letters are just
certification. Yeah.
part of his business name. Yeah,
Yeah, it turns out if you string all those abbreviations together, it means nothing.
that's right. Surprise, surprise. Cumulative alphabet does not equal capacity to be able to accomplish things, except weird news.
Let's get weird.
We have lots of diminished
Yeah, that's
capacity
super
for
weird.
weird news. All right, let's see. Internet people up to this part because we don't even
streaming
look
friends.
at them.
Juan.
Actually, I'm kind of looking.
I'm watching the Facebook feed just so I can give my shout outs to everybody.
That's right. You gotta give the shout outs.
Little in between downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Chris, just me and Chris now.
Yep.
I don't have anything to say though. I'm gonna make you.
Me neither.
We're just
I
gonna
was
sit in
I was
silence
actually
now.
nervous coming up here because I was like, I literally have nothing to talk about.
That's exactly how I come up
I've
every
been
week.
grilling and I tried eggplant today.
That's more than what I normally do
That's
in a
what
week.
I did in 2 weeks.
Somebody's got to do something.
I have just this mental block all week long of things, no one to say anything to, but all this stupid shit to just like spout off. And then all I do for this show is turn my filter completely off.
Mm-hmm.
I just let whatever comes out of my brain and my mouth are just going.
Yeah.
And then after the fact, like tomorrow, if I decide to listen back to it, I'll be like, what the fuck was I even thinking?
Verbal
back then?
hangover.
That's right. Yeah. All my words are overdone, just like your test steaks on the charcoal grill.
All right, now we're getting everything squared away here, and we're not going to forget.
What's up, Juan?
not
Juan
gonna-
saying hey.
Hey, Juan.
Juan, you're number
Juan.
one as always.
That's right.
And we are
We're going to make sure that.
honestly sometimes it's just you, Juan, on our
That's
stream.
that's right.
The
yeah.
only one.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
the only one.
No, I'm not the only one.
That's really what he comes here for.
Yeah.
Let's get a sampling of free singing.
The Juan puns.
I would say free, but no one ever really pays us for our shows anyway.
No,
So
we never
most
get.
people see you for
We never
free.
get compensated. No. Nope, not anymore. Not after last time.
No,
Yeah.
don't want to
Not
prove it
since
after
the
last
incident.
time.
Not since the incident.
We don't talk about that incident.
That's right. That's
Legally,
all.
we can't.
That's right. Yeah, we're
Not after
we're
last time we
found.
talked.
Not after last time we talked about. Oh Jesus!
The other incident.
That's right. Yeah,
So you stream
we
people.
can't even talk about that.
You stream guys are going to have the best experience with weird news. This is, and if you're here with us now, this is the reason why you should be on our live stream
That's
show.
right.
Because
This-
you get the full effect of it.
The full nonsense. This is because like this whole thing. Even though we should be just the same on the regular recording that we are right here. For some reason, this feels like separate, different, even though this is also being recorded.
This is right. I know.
So it's not like this is like the candid
I
moments.
turned down to like 9 for this one.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't have to. I don't feel a little bit less pressure to just be wacky.
That's what we got to do. Okay. All right. Let's get back into this.
Bring it all the way up to a 4.
That's right. Yeah. Chris, don't.
Chris, that's the top of
yeah,
Chris's
don't.
notch right there.
That's like
Straight
Back
off.
to the Future Part 3 when they throw that red brick in there.
Yeah.
The red. The red brick's about to blow.
And then blow the whole caboose side
That's
of it
right.
off of the train.
Oh, man.
Clara goes flying. She ends up dying. All of a sudden, Marty remembers the high school's named after her again. And Doc is just left in this weird straddling these A and B timelines of being both completely horrified
Just 1,000-yard stare for the rest of his life.
and forgetting that she even existed.
Exactly. And just helplessly looping back through space and time.
Like it's a dream that he had of a perfect life that
Oh,
was
man.
somehow ripped away from him.
I love a good caboose.
Thank goodness
Okay,
that
let's
didn't
go.
make it onto the recording.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstarter match.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used the witch care on me to get the fire off me! Ah, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has sponsorship.
And now with this week's weird news, here's the match.
Righty. So for our first story, here we go. Let me see if I can remember how to do that. Wait, no, I almost forgot for the internet people. There we go. Now you can all see it too. I forgot to do this last week. So, okay, here we go.
Sir, it's not like a delay. Okay, yes, there is. I'm
What?
sorry. There was a delay here on the screen. Go ahead.
No, there
On-
wasn't.
No,
No.
no.
Oh, on that screen.
On my
yeah,
viewing,
yeah.
yes, sorry.
The playback is always delayed. They do that to keep feedback from happening.
They do it to keep us ahead of the
that's
game.
right. We're in the future, and let me tell you,
Good luck catching up.
good luck trying to catch up. I'll tell you, who did catch up. An employee cost a New York County, cost the entire New York County at least $6,000 in electrical bills by allegedly secretly installing dozens of machines at his workplace to mine cryptocurrency.
Yeah, this is my boy right here.
Suffolk County District Attorney Timothy Sinney.
It takes so much. Let me just preface this by saying it at this point with crypto, it takes an insane amount of computing power.
Yes.
To the point that they have like mining pools of large, massive like compounds of people, all with like the most top tier.
Yes.
If you're trying to buy like a graphics card, for instance, like Chris,
Oh, yeah.
I think we were talking about this once before, like they use graphic cards to mine it.
Right.
It is an obscene amount of power that's
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah.
This is not something this is not like an Office Space where they're trying to do the fucking Superman thing where they just round the cents up or whatever.
Right,
and try
right.
to take the little 2 cents. This is stupid.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
dumb.
It's absolutely
That's also
obscene.
why I can't buy a fucking graphics card these days.
This is also
Exactly.
true. This is also
Exactly.
true. Yeah. So Suffolk County District Attorney Timothy Sinney said Christopher Naples, who worked for the county clerk's office as a supervisor of information technology, is charged with the counts including public corruption, grand larceny, and computer trespassing. In an email seeking comment, he sent to Naples. That was sent to Naples' attorney. He appeared in court on Wednesday and was released on his own recognizance. They say that Naples, 42, who had worked for the county since 2000, had put 46 devices throughout the county center in Riverhead, New York, in
Oh my
locations
God.
like an unused electrical wall panel, underneath floorboards, and at least some of the devices had been in the place since February.
Wow. He was kind of getting away with
This was the long-term thing, yeah, for sure. But mining cryptocurrency requires an enormous amount of resources, and miners have to navigate how to cover all of those electricity and cooling costs, they said in a statement. He found a way to do it. Unfortunately, that was on the backs of the taxpayers. He faces up to 15
Yeah, it's all the
years.
taxpayers' fault.
He
Wow.
faces up to
Years?
15 years in prison if convicted.
They don't even
for
like,
costing the county $6,000.
Yup.
at work, they don't even like you plugging your phone into your computer. They're like, it'll corrupt it.
Mm.
It'll corrupt everything.
Oh,
That's
they
how
let
that
us do
works.
that.
Yep, that's how that works.
That's because you don't work for the government.
That's right. The
Yeah.
government.
We don't let you mine crypto here.
Don't you touch our cryptocurrency.
Although apparently, like a nuclear alarm goes off if we ever plug a flash drive into one of our computers.
Yeah, you can't because then you're stealing. It's
Yeah.
all about keeping it. Got to keep that retention. Keep
Yeah.
it tight.
Keep it
Tight. Keep it tight. Speaking of keeping it tight, a Florida man who was fed up with a private road in poor condition near his Southwest Florida business had a novel solution: plant a banana tree in it to warn motorists of the pothole. Last week, Brian Raymond planted a tree in a stubborn pothole along Honda Drive just off of US 41 in Fort Myers, Florida. And they said that the idea of planting a banana tree ripened in his mind after having to fill potholes in the street with cement multiple times. So there you are. If you're driving through Fort Myers, Florida, keep an eye out for this banana tree that might just be in the middle of the road somewhere.
This guy is like a little everyday hero.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
Because then and oddly opposed to the normal Florida man stories we get.
absolutely. Right. This
Which
is
are doing crazy shit.
this guy's just trying to help out. But
He
Nobody
is
got
making
bitten,
sure.
nobody was on meth.
that's
no
it.
alligators, no drugs.
That's the weird
no
thing. There's
nudity.
well, there might have been drugs involved in this. We don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you normally sober people don't put trees in the
Unless
middle of the road.
unless he wound up and swung and threw it right into the pothole.
It's like, you know what? I'm leaving that there. This is good. This is exactly what I want. He said, so someone who works along the road said that anything is better than the pothole.
Yeah, for real. You
She said-
you see the tree, you go right around it.
Exactly.
Just like you would want to see the pothole.
Yeah, she says, I love it. I think it's hilarious. We should have more of these. She said, it's almost like it's a garden. I think it's sending a message. So he's seen so many cars hit the pothole in the street and bottom out that he was worried that someone might get seriously hurt. It messes up your tire, messes up the rim, and it basically just messes up your day. And so he pulled up and he said, you know what? I'm going to put a tree in the middle of this.
Fuck yeah. Make
There
him
you go.
do something about it.
That's a real American hero, or as they said after 9/11,
Gee,
real
I
men
know.
of genius.
Yeah.
Real men of genius.
Didn't a couple years ago, like Domino's, like patched a bunch of potholes in like New York and like some other cities or something like that?
What,
Like,
with pepperonis?
I've
Go right in the
no, like I thought I remember. I remember seeing something where they had like actually paid like a pavement company or whatever, asphalt company to like fill potholes.
I recalled this.
and
yeah.
then they like spray painted like the Domino's logo.
Yes.
on it.
Oh,
recall
yeah. I do remember
Like
the spray
repaired by
paint.
Domino's.
Right, exactly.
Stuff.
That's
fuck,
it.
Fuck your state bullshit.
Yeah.
Domino's will fix your potholes.
This is America right here.
Yeah.
This
Man.
is
We
what
need-
America's
we need
all
more,
about.
More companies doing that kind of thing. you
We
know?
do. We
Right.
need more companies doing that. Is exactly right. I tell you what else we need more people doing. A cat has been saved by fans at a football game in Miami. So we're staying in Florida. After it plunged about 30 feet from an upper deck of the Hard Rock Stadium. Video footage shows the black and white feline apparently climbing by its claws clinging to the fabric on the front deck after it got stuck during the first quarter. Who the fuck brought their cat to the
right.
football game?
Unless it's one of those situations where like the stadium had a bunch of rats, so they let go a bunch of cats in it.
And maybe this cat looks like it has a collar on. Maybe that's just the coloring around its neck. But no, it looks like above that white band is a collar.
They actually did that in Philly.
They might have done it in post. It might not even be real. So I fell about 9 meters to the lower level of the stadium, where fans used an American flag as a makeshift net to catch
This is
it
America.
successfully. There you go. They were trying to grab it from above and they couldn't reach it, but they were actually scaring it downward, said Craig Cromer, who seemed generally pissed off, a facilities manager at the university. So it hung there for a little while with its 2 front paws, then 1 paw, and then I was like, oh my goodness. It's coming soon.
It's coming.
Mr. Cromer then unhooked the flag from the railing and the cat fell into it, and he was secured by the crowd before being taken away by the stadium security workers. Now, the main reason why I featured this story.
Shoot it in the head. When I take it out.
Sorry,
No
we got no ticket.
No life.
So this is the whole reason why I featured this, because all of that whole part there, right? We have our cat fans, of course. So all that cat stuff. Now they got a quote from the coach, Manny Diaz, whose team won 25-23. And he said he found out about the incident after the game and said, I don't know anything about that or what was going on.
Oddly quick to
Why did
deny
they
it.
quote him in the article?
What? There was a cat?
I don't know anything about that or what was going on. And then he continues to say, but I'll tell you, if that cat will help us with our red zone offense, I'm going to see if we can get it a scholarship.
I'm going to see if we can throw it off of every balcony I can find from now on. Get these people united.
Yeah.
America!
Save this cat.
That guy got an A+ in his press conference class.
He was definitely, yeah, exactly right. He knew exactly
Yes,
the right
yes,
words.
And I will take that cat.
That's right. He's got a couple columns of phrases and he just connects them together. It's like those things where you pick your birth date and it tells you
Yeah,
something
yeah.
funny about yourself. Speaking of being funny about yourself, a British runner is aiming to break the Guinness World Record by completing the London Marathon while dressed as a human brain. That, of course, that's the classic Guinness record, is running the London Marathon dressed as a human brain. You know, we know this tradition dates back to ancient Egypt when the pharaohs would take turns dressing up as a giant human brain and running the London Marathon.
I'm just curious why there's 2 police officers in this picture.
I hope we find out in this
Well,
story.
he had some thought crimes that they needed to arrest him for.
The guy is actually inside the brain. That's someone else's head. That's the reason why the cops are there. So
The brain ate that guy.
Yeah.
And it's just the remnants of its last meal.
yeah, they beat the brain enough that they got to spit the head out.
It's Army
They're like,
Hammer just told one
that's
to a
good."
guy.
Exactly right. Exactly right. He's just waiting, just munching away. British runners aiming to break that record. Bryce Alfred, who's a fundraising manager for brain injury, has been repeatedly spotted in recent running days along the streets of Jersey, England, while dressed in a full-body brain costume. So officers with the local police unit posed for a photo with him in full brain regalia when they encountered him on Tuesday. Alfred is attempting to break the record for fastest marathon dressed as a brain. Apparently, that's a record. He previously set his own record in 2003 for the fastest 100-kilometer dash on a treadmill.
By this,
What?
There you go.
But for the arbitrary nature of these records
Yeah.
that are being broken, I feel that we've
I
all
think a
broken
lot of them
some
are being
record.
created at
We-
this point.
we-
Yeah.
I think we might have a little extra time on our hands, maybe.
Whatever that news source is, where you keep getting all these Guinness
Believe
records.
it or not, it's from multiple news sources. This is the
Wow.
majority of weird news these days. The stupid criminals are gone for the most part,
No.
which are the ones I miss the most. You know,
That-
people
that
robbing
probably
banks
died
with
of
their
COVID.
name tags on and stuff. This is
Yeah.
true, Chris. You're probably exactly right. Yeah, the herd has been thinned. But what we hear over and over again is that people feel they're trapped inside their own brain. So when you get to see me inside this costume, you'll absolutely know that I know what you feel like.
I'm your rim mascot.
I'm the one that represents you. If you can imagine that pressure and what it would feel like to live
But-
this way every day.
If this was in America,
It
though, this would be
hurts.
a very different
Yeah.
picture of this guy with two cops.
Exactly right. He would
Put
be
your hands up.
that's
You
be
can't.
beaten
Stop
on the ground.
resisting.
That's right.
There'd be nightsticks and guns drawn on him and tasers.
Giant brain. All your
In
thought-
fact, these
thought
guys probably
control.
look like they're about to just whip out whatever weapons they have.
Yeah,
and
this
start
is-
I
beating
don't think
the
they
hell out
have
of them.
any.
They
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 got flashlights and walkie
Well,
talkies.
they like teach them martial arts and shit. Over
they can
there.
but
Yeah, they
their,
know, like,
their
Krav
helmets are
Maga.
made out of metal.
Yeah.
They can hit him
That's
with the
true. Hit him
helmet,
with the helmet.
Yeah.
knock him out.
God, you gotta be fucking ballsy to be a cop down out there in England.
Yeah, well, but it's different than America.
Yeah,
You know?
they get
It doesn't
like,
mean-
they get like 3 years of training compared to our 6 months.
Exactly right.
Well, that's true, but I mean, you're still.
And they
fighting
all
against-
have a mandatory bionic legs. You know, they
Cut the legs
they
right
cut,
off
They
and-
cut them off.
Yeah.
That's
Put
that.
'em
Once
on.
you get done basic training,
They have
they
a,
cut your legs off and give you mech
a
legs.
defensive container of boiling hot tea. They can
Exactly.
take out and throw at
It's-
somebody.
Teton!
Yeah, right. That's all automated too. The cop doesn't even say that.
Goes right out of his leg.
Yep.
It's like the
Teton.
predator. It's like the predator's shoulder cannon just pops up
Exactly
from their
right.
back. And just-
Exactly right. That's the only way they can defend themselves
they
when in
had
danger.
if they had camouflage, they would be way more effective too.
Yeah, of
These-
course.
These London cops.
At one time, what they're wearing was camouflage, but now it sort of sticks out with the trends. You know,
I suppose, yeah, back when they were
Thanks to
living
all
in a
those hippies.
monochromatic world.
exactly right. That's what it's all about. They might have had a great navy, but they never had good fashion. So let's see.
or teeth.
Or teeth. Well, Chris, you know that's the thing. When you're frowning all the time, you don't need to have teeth.
Yeah,
So
When
As long
it's
as
so
they're good
foggy
at-
you can't see 3 inches in front of your face, it doesn't matter.
exactly right. So here's another story. This is not the Orpheus report, but apparently this is going to be something that we're going to be talking about. Last year, we discussed the Instagram Nobel Prize, or the IG Nobel Prize, which I believe is Instagram. I'm almost positive that that's what it is.
Yeah, makes sense.
For
Or it could mean ignoble, like
not and that's
actually
you know
noble.
what, I think that's actually correct, Matt. Yes,
Judging by this
you
picture.
have just
won the
you've
award.
just won the award.
It's a major award.
That's right. It's a major award.
I won it. It's a major award.
That's right. You got it.
It's a big leg.
So the this basically talks about these ridiculous things that people have done,
okay.
and we're going to go through them. We're going to go through a few of the prizes here.
Let's hear it.
So the recipients of the 2021 Ig Nobel Prize includes researchers who experimented with upside-down rhinos, analyzed bacteria and discarded gum, and studied the way that cats communicate with humans. There you go. There's
Save me with
time
a flag.
That's right. Yeah. Please, the flag, America. The prize is awarded by Science Magazine. Let's see, Annals of Improbable Research. That's the Annals of Improbable Research. Were announced Thursday at the 31st annual Ig Nobel Prize ceremony. 31 years.
Wow.
Been doing this since 19. What would that be?
So it's definitely not Instagram.
1990 Yeah.
Yeah.
or 91?
89.
Whatever, 89. That's what I'm. Yeah. Well, anyhow, so the
Get an award for math.
Right. Well, Chris, that's it. I didn't fail math twice for nothing. So the biology prize, if it would have been an even 3, then I would have had to repeat. But luckily, I didn't get that far. I was able to escape into the computer lab. The biology prize went to Swedish researcher Suzanne Schatz, who analyzed the. I can do this, I promise. The variations in cat vocalizations while communicating with humans. The Ecology Prize was awarded to a team of Spanish and Iranian researchers. Luckily, they weren't Libyan nationalists. That would have been worse.
It's the Libyans.
Libyans. So they used genetic analysis to compare the different species of bacteria found in disregarded chewing gum recovered from paved surfaces in various countries. Different countries. This is very interesting. That's the thing. Is like this list. It's like, wow, that took some effort. but like, why is this?
What
in-
use? What
right.
use does it
Where does
have?
this
Although
go?
the cats thing I like.
Yeah,
I would look that up.
yeah, that's something. So there you
I
go.
want to know what my cat's
I
trying
wanna-
to say to
What's
me.
my cat
Is he
saying?
telling me he wants to go to the ballpark so he can
That's
get a hot dog? Is he telling me, or is he just telling me he wants to, claw my face?
That's right. That's
Just have an inside day.
That's right.
Let's have an indoor day. I'd
It's
rather
a-
not fall off
that's
of
right.
a 20-story balcony.
Not looking to jump into any flags anytime soon. The medicine prize was awarded to Oakley Kem Balut. I'm not even going to say the rest of these names because they're going to take me forever. But they studied demonstrating that sexual orgasms are as effective as decongestant medicine at improving nasal breathing.
What year was that? I've heard this statistic before.
This is from this
research.
year.
Really? I've heard that before.
Well, maybe they
I've read it somewhere.
maybe they're the ones that were in the process of testing it and they finally got awarded. This might have been stuff that was done last year, maybe, and then maybe the ceremony is this year. I don't know. what
It does.
the
Yeah,
process
So
is.
they
that
were
was-
being really thorough.
They were very thorough. They want to make sure they check all of the entries twice.
Yep.
That's the important
At
thing.
least.
Who else should have checked it twice? A Peace Prize was given to a team of U.S. researchers who tested the hypothesis that humans evolved beards to protect themselves from punches to the face.
Really?
Yes,
And what was their
absolutely.
conclusion? Did it
That
say-
it did.
that is.
It
that is
helped
the
to
conclusion.
prevent abrasions and all that stuff.
So your beard is just meant to help, So basically, Chris, if I punch you in the face right now,
Yeah,
you would be
punch
safe.
proof.
But see, what you got to do was shave one side, and we'll just punch you in both sides of your face.
See which side hurts
Which one
less.
hurt more? Yeah, exactly right. So it's very, very interesting. But the physics prize went to a team of researchers who conducted experiments to learn why pedestrians do not constantly collide with other pedestrians. While the kinetics prize went to a different team of researchers who looked into why pedestrians sometimes do collide with other pedestrians.
Fuck your research. I'm doing the opposite.
Because they're looking at their phone in some stupid fucking article.
That's exactly right. That's
Oh, it
exactly.
seems that we won't run into each other.
I was reading the wrong study. The etymology prize was awarded to John, a bunch of people. I'm not going to list their names. Authors
John
of research: John Smith, Charles Smith, Roger Smith, and Jay Smith. The authors of research study a new method of cockroach control on submarines. So
I guess cockroaches
we've got-
can get
Open a
anywhere and
window?
everywhere.
we've got that.
Yeah,
Yes,
just-
exactly. Just let them fly out. That's all you got to do. It's a screen door on a submarine. The transportation prize was given to a team of Namibian, South African, Tanzanian, Zimbabwe. I guess they don't have an EN.
Zimbabweans.
Yeah, Zimbabwean, Brazilian, British, and U.S. researchers who conducted experiments to determine whether it's safer to airlift a rhinoceros with the animal upside down. So there you go.
That was an entire multi-country effort. To
There's
just find
pictures
out
and
that one
video of it.
solution.
It's-
You know what I
That's
was
it.
just thinking? Like, you know how I forget what the law is, but police departments and stuff have to spend all their money by the end
Yeah,
of the year,
yeah.
so they
Yes.
their budget doesn't go down.
Right.
I wonder if like all these research places have the same sort of thing.
It could very well be
They
a
just
big
need some-
component of why they're
just need
flying
extraneous
rhinoceroses upside down. On
Yeah.
to keep their
helicopters.
funding.
Yeah, exactly. Like well, but then again, it all depends upon whether they have private donors and all that kind of stuff.
Because
But,
like
yeah.
the beard one sounds like a stoner's idea.
it
like
probably was
Johnny
not
Knoxville was their lead
created.
researcher on that.
In a sober mentality. I wouldn't imagine that's sort of the thing that you really look
How
for.
do you even get to that point? That's what I'm wondering. How do you theorize that beards were developed to prevent punches to the face when we're mostly like
I think beards are for men.
That's definitely for punching.
there's hair like all over our
You're
bodies,
probably
right?
Yeah, but see, the thing is
And didn't we kind of evolve out of having too much hair?
Then why don't
Or
women have hair
less
on
and
their
less
face?
hair?
because
Right.
they're not supposed
They don't
to
get
get
punched?
punched, Chris. That's why men are for punching.
Oh, okay.
Don't you know this?
I forgot.
It's in
I
the
got punched too
Geneva
much.
Convention. Okay, it says it.
I know that. I'm smarter
I
than
know
you.
that. I'm smarter than you. Yep, it's in the Geneva Convention. First line: men are for punching.
Man,
It's the first rule of war.
That's right. That's right. Sun Tzu even talked about it. Men are for punching. It's
know your enemy as you know yourself.
exactly
Punch.
for punching.
Or punching. Punch yourself.
Punch yourself as you punch your friend. That's right. We're getting Jesus with it now. All right. We're getting everybody in
If you
here.
punch yourself, turn the other cheek.
That's right.
Grow a beard.
grow a beard,
And you'll be safe.
and then let that
idiot.
cheek protect you, because your beard will also protect you.
Why do you
Because
think I
you're a
got this
man for
big-
punching.
That's it. That's
You're a real man.
That would be a good shirt. I'm a man for punching.
I'm a man for
I'm
punching. That's
man
it.
for punching.
Yep. Put the Kool-Aid guy on there just to confuse people. Like,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
what?
Huh? This guy like punch or what's his deal?
I'm making this. It's the perfect level of confusing.
We don't need many reasons to make merch, guys.
No, that's definitely a good one though. That's one that I'll like that on Facebook.com for sure. I definitely think that's worthwhile. But yeah, so that's what we have for weird news. There's no other weird news. Like I said, everything else is people winning the lottery. There was a guy who
It's
won.
getting
Oh,
less and less
fuckers.
weird.
The
you
guy,
know?
it's true.
Too
It's,
normal.
life is too weird already. But this guy, he won $1 million the same day that he opened his first auto repair garage. Basically he could have just shut the company right back down again.
Oh.
See, he won a lottery. He won $1 million the same day that he opened his first garage.
I suppose that's that's kind of ironic, but
That didn't turn into like,
But
I
a-
should just open a garage every time I play the lottery.
Yeah, right. Yeah, or I can open more garages now.
$1 million
Yes.
bucks is not going to last you very long. He's probably going to need that auto garage.
Well,
for
but
his
it all
livelihood.
depends upon what he does with it. See,
Guys who open auto garages usually don't have good investment plans.
are you telling me that they have spending problems and potentially gambling problems that may or may not be responsible for them winning $1 million?
I'm not saying, but a researcher from Sweden may decipher that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, you know what? Lightning never strikes twice, but I'm dipped in metal, baby. So bring on the bolts. You know, that's what I say. All right, I could win it
I'm the
again.
Tin Man.
I'm the Tin Man. Put me out in the Scarecrow's place.
Let me dance in the rain till I get rusty
Oh,
or get
baby.
struck.
Just singing and dancing
Strike
and
me
getting
down.
struck by lightning.
Strike me down,
Strike-
wizard.
Strike me down.
Strike me down. I don't
Where's
want to
where's
live.
that wizard at?
I'm made of metal and have a fucking heart.
I don't even.
I wish I had empathy.
God.
I just wish I did.
I have a funnel on my head.
I'll
There's a
kill
funnel.
anything.
Do you realize what happens when it rains? All of the water goes into my head. All of it. It's a funnel. That's what it's for. It's for directing liquid, and it goes straight into my head. I would rather it didn't go into
The
my head.
result of unintelligent design.
This is exactly why I know. Yeah, because the Tin Man's an atheist. He knows that God's not real because it's the only way.
It's his world. His life is too cruel.
There's no way that there can be a just and merciful God if when I have a
he ain't got no
funnel
soul.
for a head.
I
Exactly
ain't got
right.
no soul.
Yeah. I'll kill you. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yes. So hopefully, as we progress forward here, now that we have Patreon supporter and maybe
Rolling in
maybe
the-
more,
rolling
we're
in the
rolling.
dough.
Hey,
we're
follow
rolling in the
suit.
dough. And so, needless to say, this will be the last episode of the show.
We've
we finally hit it big.
We're running off
We don't
to
need.
open an auto shop.
We don't need
Yeah.
anything from anybody now. We're completely self-sufficient after this subscriber.
Finally achieved my goal of killing this podcast.
That's right, Chris. It's been a long, slow strangle. Chris
That's
has
how I
had
do
just a gentle, like the belt of a bathrobe, just laying over our throats as we've slept, and that has been the descent of the show the whole time.
Yep.
Chris is the carbon dioxide in the room.
like
that
something
is
a sleep apnea machine would solve.
Exactly.
But it's just
No.
ever so slightly. It's just restricting your
it's-
breath. your
It's
airway.
mainly just like inconvenient. It's hardly even uncomfortable. It's but just the one night it catches you just
Like
right.
like a
You
weighted,
swallow your tongue and that's it. Lights out.
like a weighted blanket that's like 3 pounds too heavy.
It's exactly. You try and get in there and it takes all the beans out, but it just doesn't help. You're just your whole day is ruined along with the rest of your life. But yeah, we're gonna try our best moving forward here. Well, like I said, we have all these other things to shoot and record and all that stuff. So hopefully we can pull that together here in the not too distant future. And we will actually, for real, be uploading things onto the Patreon.
We've got so much. And
We do.
And now finally we have somebody who's paying for it.
And so therefore they're going to get it. And you're going to
You're
get it.
Get it.
You're going to get it.
Brace yourself.
Oh, you better brace
You're
yourself.
gonna get everything
Hold
we've
on
got.
tight.
We got a whole lot saved up.
Oh, and remember, we never lie.
I've never lied in this
Never
show.
in my entire life. And if you ever catch me lying, You're the one
If
that's
you ever
lying.
tell anyone I have lied, I swear to God.
I'll kill you.
And
And we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
Matt,
And Chris.
Chris is gone.
Bye.
goodbye, Chris. We'll see Chris in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2
That's
weeks.
right. We'll see Chris in 2 weeks. So
Next episode.
prepare yourselves for 2 weeks from now.
Chris.
Until then,
You can raise your standards just slightly.
just slightly. Just you just want just the tip of your nose to
Just
kiss
like
the bottom of the limbo pole.
The 3 pounds
Just
of that
a
weighted blanket are
little.
lifted for a week.
That's right. Exactly.
now it's the right weight.
That's right. That's what we're going to call ours, the
That
right
little-
weight blanket.
That little towel over your
It's
neck
not a
while you
weighted
sleep.
blanket. It's the right weight blanket.
Right weight blanket.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, just the right way.
Okay, bye.
Just right.
Just the right way. Bye. All right, internet people.
We struggle.
You
We struggle
you
with our
made it.
ending.
You made
You've
it.
made it all the way through. All of you guys.
All four of you. All
the
three
way.
of you.
Yes, one of them is me.
One of them is Matt, and he has to make it through. He's contractually obligated.
That's right. Nikki says she's going to try it. I think that you meant the punching somebody with a beard.
That's
thing.
not what she meant.
Oh,
No, she
well,
was.
still try that because
She was talking about an earlier record.
I don't think a beard's going to protect somebody's punch from Nikki.
I'm
She'll
thinking
knock him the fuck.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think she's.
Trust me, I've been punched by her.
There you go.
But have you been punched in the beard?
No,
I didn't have a beard at
he
the
didn't
time,
have a
though.
beard at the time, so
true.
maybe you should take
That
one
might
for
have been the
science.
game changer. That's right.
Oh.
I just had a sparring padding on. At the
Exactly.
time, so
Yeah,
No,
that's.
we got to try a beard. I think it sounds like it's better.
you need the
I think
authentic.
it's safer.
Yeah.
Actually.
It's science.
It's natural,
Okay?
at
It's
least.
natural. It's science. It's organic.
Oh,
gluten
God.
free.
Science.
yeah.
It's science, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, come on. All right. Well, thank you, internet people. We love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, friends.
See
See
ya.
you next week.
Who knows? Maybe
Perhaps.
we might be gone. Oh, and then what? Just months? No, we still got another week before months.
Yeah, and we do these on Tuesdays. So
that's right. We'll be good. We'll tell you about it.
we'll always be here.
Well-
We'll never go away.
We're not going
You
anywhere.
can't get rid of us.
In fact, we're all just going to sit here until next week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll be wearing the same clothes.
Chris won't be here though.
No, he'll be gone.
He'll be dead.
I'm
We're
going to be in
throwing
the bathroom next week.
We're putting him in the chimney after
We're
this.
gonna feed him to that guy, the cannibal guy.
That cannibal dude.
Yeah.
Army Hammer.
Yes, the Mr. Clean guy, Arm and Hammer.